It all began on a day like any other. I was canvassing the streets, hoping to find a case, when I heard a peculiar sound.
It's Friday, Friday, gotta get down on Friday. Everybody's looking forward to the weekend. It's Friday, Friday, gotta get down on Friday. Everybody's looking forward to the weekend. It's Friday, Friday.
The sound was my cell phone. If my luck had picked up any, the phone would be a call from a client. Slick McQuick, PI, how can I be of service? No, I do not want to save money on my car insurance. Thank you very much. I decided to call it a day and headed back to my office, where my recent lack of business had forced me to spend my nights. But when I got to the door, I found something I didn't expect. Who's there?
The customer. I have work for you, if you'll take it, Dick.
Call me Slick. Dick is my profession. Slick Rick McQuick is my name. Say, how'd you get in here anyhow? I thought I locked the door when I left earlier. I always lock my door.
Does it really matter? I just wanted to talk, and surely you wouldn't let a little thing like that bother you.
It did bother me, but I was so exhausted I let her peculiar entrance slip. She looked harmless enough. Your typical damsel in distress. The job was simple enough. Locate a file containing valuable information that was stolen from her counter and return it before anyone noticed it was gone. Normally, I wouldn't jump into a job like this without discussing it in more detail first. The dangers, the pay, the travel expenses, but I needed the money, so before I could say anything that might frighten the dame away, I agreed to take the job. Little did I know what I was getting myself into. Before I let the dame leave my office, I made sure to jot down the basics. When and where she'd last seen the file, every step she'd taken from the time she'd last seen it to the time she'd noticed it missing, any guests she might have had in her house, anyone she might have noticed acting oddly, her name. It was Rosie LaFleur. I followed her to her house that night and waited for her to go to bed. My plan was to start at the scene of the crime and have a look around before any potential evidence could be erased. I didn't tell Rosie I was coming. I knew I'd be better off without her. A dame like this might have a pretty face. This one certainly did. But when it comes to detective work, a pretty face ain't worth the trouble it causes. Before I could investigate, I saw a man sneaking out the back door. I confronted him and asked him about the file and what he was doing at Rosie's. He claimed he knew nothing about any file and that he had returned to retrieve his keys after losing them doing some odd job around her house. His story sounded real fishy to me, but I had no choice but to let him go. My job was to retrieve the file, not take a man into custody. Still, I knew something was up, so I trailed him through the night, hoping that with any luck, he would lead me to Rosie's file. The next day, my pursuit of the mystery man had yielded nothing of interest, when suddenly he entered a secluded alley. A suspicious place to go if I ever saw one. Unfortunately, I couldn't get close enough to hear what the strange man was saying, but that didn't mean I was about to give up. I was quite certain that he would lead me to the file, one way or another. I could only hope I would recover it in time.
Alors?
C'est moi.
Bon. Avez-vous les dossiers?
Oui.
Bon. Et les passeports?
Oui.
Très bien. Quoi de billets d'air? Vous les avez?
Oui.
Et ma chemise favorite, c'est dans la valise, n'est-ce pas?
Oui.
Vous êtes absolument positif?
Oui.
Ceci avec pas de problème et pas de stress.
Oui. Je sais, c'est là.
C'est bon. Alors, tout est prêt, non?
Oui.
Bon. Maintenant, j'ai besoin de votre assistance avec quelque chose.
Oui.
Oui, il y a un homme bien armé qui faut partir. Je pense que le secret est bien compromis.
Non.
Oui,
Oui?
Oui, j'ai peur que c'est vrai. Maintenant, il me suit. Parie qu'il n'arrive pas un peu plus près. Comprenez?
Oui.
C'est tout. Au revoir.
And so the chase began.